Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jitain, and alongside my colleagues are Lakshan, Osama, Tejashwini, Tohidur, and Lorenzo. We are glad to present the topic on Abuja, Nigeria.
Before we commence, let's look at what my group and I will be discussing in today's presentation. We will start off with a general introduction of Nigeria by going over aspects such as geography, people, society, and economy. And once concluded, we will discuss similar aspects regarding Abuja, the host city. My colleague will then take over to discuss Abuja's standard business practices and go over what is deemed as acceptable and unacceptable in their society. Subsequently, we will thoroughly highlight the unique characteristics of their lifestyle in Abuja. And following such, we will recommend leisure activities for expatriates. Once that's done, and to conclude, we will mention keywords and phrases that expatriates are encouraged to learn to better integrate in the Nigerian society. So let's begin. Let's go over about Nigeria and Abuja. Let's start off with Nigeria. So let's go over Nigeria, the host country. Situated in Africa, bordering Cameroon, Niger, Chad, and Benin, Nigeria is the seventh most populated country in the world with an active population of 220 million. Nigeria is a highly diverse country constituted by over 250 ethnicities, with Usa being the prominent ethnicity, followed by Yoruba as the secondary ethnicity, and Igbo as the tertiary. Moreover, whilst Nigeria recognizes English as their official language, there are over 500 languages and dialects that remain in the country. And so beyond ethical considerations, Nigeria is mutually diverse from a religious perspective. From a general spectrum, Nigeria's religious demographic is virtually split in half, where 53% conform to Islam, 45% to Christianity, and the minority conforming to the indigenous religions of the territory, commonly those native to Igbo and Yoruba ethnicities. Nigeria is the largest economy in all of Africa, and largely it's due to its immense exports. They are a highly productive society with a measured gross domestic product of around 475 billion US dollars and a gross domestic product per capita of 5,135 US dollars. So let's look at their sector composition. On first sight, it becomes evident that Nigeria is immensely dependent on their service sector, which will be further noted as we progress. The primary and secondary sector are virtually balanced, yet constituting a substantial portion of the country's GDP. So let's move on now. Now that we have gone over the host country, let's venture further into the specifics where we take a deeper look into the host city, Abuja. Abuja, city and capital of Nigeria. It lies in the central part of Nigeria, in the Federal Capital Territory, a region situated in the center of the country as illustrated in the diagram to the left. Located an approximate 290 miles from the former capital, Lagos, Abuja was established as the new capital on December 12th in the year 1991. This decision was made as the central government felt that its accessibility, mobility, low population, and favorable climate were of great advantage to them. And with a population of roughly around 3.5 million, the natives from Abuja are referred to as Gwari. Similar to the entirety of the country, English is recognized as the official language of the city and experiences similar religious demographics, with Islam dominating with 50%, Christianity by 40%, and others by 10%. So let's assess its economy once more. Its economy is primarily service-based, with emphasis on industries including retail, hospitality, transportation, and real estate. However, the primary and secondary sector are mutually prominent, with agriculture and manufacturing being large-scale industries, not only in Abuja, but in all of Nigeria. And now that we have discussed Abuja, let's go over into its standard business practices.
Standard business practices in Abuja. Business practices, according to the Financial Dictionary, is any tactic or activity a business conducts to reach its objectives. In Abuja, the official business language spoken is English. Monday to Friday are the working days, either from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. But just like in the UAE, the holy month of Ramadan affects their office time. Dark colored, formal, and elegant business attire is usually preferred. If we speak about greetings, extended warm handshakes that linger for a while is the traditional greeting for men. If a man wants to greet a woman, a small bow of the head works. Management style in Abuja is extremely hierarchical. The boss, who is invariably a male and is almost of an older generation, will expect and receive respect from everyone working under him. But we should not be mistaken that decision making is always done by the higher ups. To Nigerians, business relationships value a lot, so at times compromises can be reached. But this doesn't mean that there are no business opportunities for women. Many women in Nigeria are found in senior positions in both the corporate and the political sphere. It is vital in Nigeria to have business relationships with workers. This is the exact reason why business occasions are very social and outgoing, since it's the best time to strengthen interpersonal connections. Business etiquette in Nigeria demands that expats always remain flexible and willing to improvise. Nigerians have a very positive and friendly attitude towards foreigners. They take genuine interest in the lives and experiences of foreigners. But no matter how much of a dreamland a place is, it always has its cons. Abuja does too, and that is corruption and bribery. It's unfortunate that expatriates will experience corruption in one or another form while living and working in Nigeria.
Do's and don'ts in Nigeria. Every place has its do's and don'ts, which we should always familiarize ourselves with. You should always engage yourself in a personal and professional relationship with locals, but never engage in identical fashion continuously. You shouldn't criticize employees or colleagues in front of others, but instead resolve any and every dispute in a private context. You should always exercise patience and coherence in discussions and acknowledge the existence of corruption and bribery. But you should never lack respect to elders or individuals at a high level of authority.
Lifestyle in Abuja, Nigeria. Life in Abuja. Abuja officially became Nigeria's capital in the year 1991, replacing the former capital Lagos. Because of its central location, simple accessibility, healthy climate, and low population density, as well as the ability of land for future expansion, Abuja was chosen as Nigeria's new capital. Abuja is a magnificent city. It provides all the required social amenities to make one's stay comfortable and interesting as possible. Abuja is rich in culturally diverse people. Abuja is a large metropolis, and it would be a mistake to think of it as a monolithic entity. Abuja is made up of several separate parts, offering a diverse range of lifestyle to its thronging residents. Park, cliffs, Park Cliff Artisan Center, traditional festivals, spicy local food, and vast motorways are among the attractions in Nigeria's capital. People of Abuja. The Aboriginal people of Abuja are known as Gabi. They are usually warm, pleasant, and loud. The spirit of hope can be seen in the bustle of the market, in high rises springing up in the dumps, and in the way people are dance to anything and everything and everywhere. Nigerians live as though there is no tomorrow. Culture. Nigerian culture is rich and diverse, and every occasion, such as weddings, parties, has its own distinct flavor. Working in Nigeria can be a pleasant surprise. The people are welcoming, the weather is always lovely, and the food is delicious. Culture shocks are common in Nigeria. They commonly precede departure. Abuja is a busy and bustling metropolis that might be a culture shock for visitors. Experts who take an effort to get to know the local knows that the Nigerian men and women are are recognized for their friendliness and openness to meeting new people. There are pubs, clubs, and shopping malls and theaters in Abuja uh, that shows all of the major Hollywood releases. Dancing is a very popular hobby in Nigeria. It makes sense because Nigerians are very good at dancing. So majority of the people in Nigeria doesn't drink that much as compared to the Western countries. Cost of living in Nigeria. Abuja cost of living is surprisingly high as compared to the other African giants such as Johannesburg or Nairobi. It is shown it is the 68th most expensive city out of 209 cities, according to Mercer 2020 cost of living survey. Experts who intend to save rather than spend money in Nigeria are frequently surprised by this. Foreign visitor to Nigeria should be aware that the country is still a developing country. While the majority of its residents are still living in poverty, only a privileged few live the life of luxury, funding business trips, enterprises, unrestricted shopping spree, and private schooling. The well-to-do in Nigeria are not only millionaires but billionaires. Naturally, this has an impact on the country's economy. Next.
Where to live as an expatriate? As an expatriate, the selection of a wonderful neighborhood is critical to feel at home in a new environment. That's why there are several factors to consider when purchasing a home in Abuja. While complex, it is important to analyze the current state of the market to see whether your property withholds future benefits for you and your family. Safety is of fundamental importance. You must consider the safety in your area when looking to live a healthy and productive life. Many neighborhoods in Abuja provide security through personnel and technology. There are key neighborhoods, and the most likely that suit your needs are Asokoro, Metama, Jabi, Gwarempa, Woos, and Lokogoma. We then move on to the cost of living. As an expatriate, you will most likely enjoy a substantial income. With such benefits, you can enjoy the opportunity of living in an area with great accessibilities and neighboring amenities. Accommodation. The cost of accommodation in Abuja is often priced well beyond the average professional wages. The majority of rental contracts are only available on 2-year lease basis, and most of the landlords demanding rent in an annual advance. Cost of transport. If moving to Nigeria for work and employed by a large company, expats are quite likely to be offered the transport services of a driver as part of the package. Although this may sound excessive, it is necessary especially to get anywhere on time and unharmed. Abuja's roads are among the best in Nigeria. Rickshaws and motorcycles are partially banned. Traffic wardens are plentiful, and the government has taken care to cover most of the potholes. Despite this, the main roads are chaotic, congested, and a hazard to the inexperienced foreign driver. Cost of schooling. Public schools are not really an option for expats living in Abuja, given the low standards of facilities. So most expats send their children to an international school or to a boarding school in Abuja. Within the city, among the most sought after schools for private education are the Lead British and the American International School. The alumni of both schools mainly consist of the sons and daughters of Nigeria's leaders, as well as good proportion of overseas students such as from UK and US. Shopping, groceries. The cost of Western food items in Nigeria is significantly inflated. Expats can expect to pay a decent chunk more for many standard Western groceries, such as cornflakes and chocolates. Clothes. As is the case with food, prices for Western clothes are high. Expats who want value for money should either select the material and have clothes made by a local tailor or buy secondhand from any of the clothes dealer in Abuja. For those who want to splurge, several modern malls have emerged in the city where expats can find numerous international fashion and brands.
Nigeria's largest cities like Abuja are congested and chaotic metropolises that incite considerable cultural shock. However, despite the perceived reputation of Abuja, living and working in Nigeria can be a welcome surprise. Westerners and expats live in gated compounds that recreate familiar surroundings. Within these boundaries, expat life is a familiar blend of socializing, sports, and entertainment. The numerous attractions, places of interest, and cultural opportunities that Nigeria has to offer fulfills anyone's tastes. In addition to wonderful natural endowments, the country boasts quality cultural institutions, ensuring that there are plenty of leisure activities to enjoy in Nigeria. If you are a movie enthusiast who loves the big screen accompanied with the popcorn and drink, there are plenty of cinemas to go to. It's a fun place to hang out with your friends on weekends and even after work on weekdays. Amusement parks in Abuja are ultra modern recreational centers. It's the ideal place to go with your family and friends to have a great time. Think about having restaurants, leisure gardens, games, and rides in all in one place. However, if you're a nature lover, there's something for you as well. If you admire animals, there's a national zoo. If you're someone who fancies Mother Nature, then you can visit the Guara Falls, one of the most stunning waterfalls near Abuja. It's a perfect place for picnics or simply having your alone time. Music and dance are deeply rooted in the Nigerian soul and identity and have historically been used to celebrate and punctuate social events as well as storytelling. Although every ethnic group has its own style and distinctive attributes, the most widely used traditional instruments are musical bowls, xylophones, clappers, trumpets, etc. Dancing styles are no less varied and involve endless types of participants, ceremonies, movements, and costumes and meanings. You'll have plenty of occasions to attend live performances during your stay in Nigeria. Otherwise, the national radio and television channels regularly broadcast traditional music and dancing shows. Nigeria also enjoys a vibrant contemporary music scene, often combining Western pop and African influences. High life is a primary example for this type of music, influenced by the Western culture. It sounds like an Africanized version of American big band or ballroom music. Dancing is a popular pastime in Nigeria, which is understandable as Nigerians do it very well. Nightclubs are usually full of people who do just go to dance and have a good time. There are so many clubs to hit in Abuja if you're all about the nightlife. Abuja offers a diverse mix of clubs, from the exclusive to the cheap and cheerful. However, when you're socializing, the locals may drink a lot less than consumed in many other countries. So drinking can be incomprehensible to many Nigerians and may be frowned upon. Love to shop? Then you're in luck because Abuja has some of the most luxurious shopping malls. If you've got the cash to spare, you can get yourself anything from souvenirs to designer clothing. Remember, if all else falls, go shopping. Nigeria's rich cultural heritage is embodied in the treasures of traditional art the country has to offer. Outstanding artworks dating from the pre-colonial times include natural statues, bronzes, terracotta figurines, masks, and shrines. Nigeria is home to many national museums and cultural institutions, most of them located in metropoles, so it's easy access to you. Sports introduced in Nigeria by British colonizers, such as football, boxing, track and field, and tennis, are still very popular in the country. In particular, football is huge. You can either go watch the many local football games hosted by the Abuja Football Club or participate yourself. Food is a linchpin of life in Nigeria, and a fair share of community life revolves around food preparation. Expect a variety of onion, tomato, and pepper-based soups and stews in the southern areas. Nigerian food generally tends to be spicy, with many dishes flavored with palm oil, various herbs, spices, and chilies. However, there are many restaurants and hotels you can that cater cuisines from all over the world. Sheraton Group owns a string of world-class hotels in Nigeria and outside. It's a great spot for romantic dinners and even corporate meetings. You can also be sure that your pictures will look awesome with the great aesthetics provided by the restaurants and hotels. Having said that, with art, serenity, good food, amazing music, drinks at the bar, and sports, it is guaranteed that you can have a good time in Abuja.
Good afternoon, everyone. Before we move to Nigeria, I would like to introduce some of the key phrases that you should learn before moving to Abuja. Some factors to acknowledge are that there are over 250 ethnic groups in Nigeria and over 500 languages and dialects are spoken. Now, despite being so many languages spoken, English is the official language of Nigeria with over 185 million people communicating in English.
It is more common in urban areas. Now, despite being English the national language of Nigeria, it is not similar to the traditional English that is spoken worldwide. It is referred as Pidgin or broken English. The main things to focus on while learning these key phrases could be greetings, directions, or when in a restaurant, a market, or when trying to establish a friendship with someone. Now, some of the key phrases that are most important and you should learn before moving to Nigeria, these are some of the basic ones. First one is how are you? It's how buddy. I am fine, I did. Hello, how far? I don't know, I know, no. I don't understand, I know, sabi. You should learn more of these key phrases before moving to Nigeria. That's the end, and let's move on to Jitin to conclude the PowerPoint.
So thank you everyone for attending our presentation. I hope you had a great time during your visit to Abuja, Nigeria.